Oh, hey, I'm Josiah, welcome back to Retro Rewind. You know, this is the time of year when people come around the tree and gather around and try to give gifts to one another. I guess this would also be the best time to mention that I got a gift from Santa. That's right, the jolly fat guy gives a care about me. Well, let's see what I got! Has it come to this? Is this Santa's revenge for me trying to beat Super Mario Bros. 1 blindfolded? Well, if it is, I guess it's time for me to review Link, The Faces of Evil on the Philips CDI. Let's get this over with. Okay, how did we get to this awful point in human history? Well, I can go as far back as the first sin, but it would make a bit more sense to start in 1989. The Zelda CDI games were a result of a licensing agreement between Nintendo and Philips in the early 90s. Nintendo was exploring options to expand its reach beyond its own gaming platforms, and Philips, an electronics company, was a potential partner. They were going to partner with Sony, however, this partnership quickly fell apart, leading Sony to create its own video game console out of spite. Thus, Philips obtained the right to create original games using Nintendo characters, leading to the creation of the infamous Zelda CDI games and the 11th Commandment. Now let's talk about the first and worst of these three games, Link, The Faces of Evil. One of the biggest things that people poke at are the cutscenes. They are so unbelievably awful that the town with no name would pity it.
Give me a drink, bartender.
The visuals are just really subpar, even by the standards of its time. Character designs are awkward, and the use of full motion video for sprites results in a jarring and unappealing aesthetic. The transition from a traditional action-adventure style of Zelda series to a side-scrolling platformer with its clunky controls is one of the game's major downfalls. Combat feels tedious, with Link's movement lacking the precision and responsiveness fans had to come to expect. The gameplay is so hard to get used to, especially when you press up to jump instead of a button. It starts to make your thumb hurt and it really ruins the gaming experience. Then again, you're playing on the CDI, so you really don't care about your gaming experience. The level design is just uninspired, offering little of the exploration and the puzzle solving that define the Zelda experience. For instance, I tried to walk through a door, but it was locked. You know how I knew that? Because the giant words above the door were saying it was locked. Imagine if something like that happened in real life.
The door's locked, idiot.
At least Zelda 2 could actually make a side-scrolling style of Zelda game fun. Here it just feels like a cheap dollar store bargain bin knockoff. It's like finding a fake Santa at a mall. Awkward and disappointing.
Santa! Hi, Phil Swift here.
Link the Faces of Evil has an indelible mark on the Legend of Zelda franchise, but not in a positive way. Its legacy is one of disappointment, serving as a stark reminder of the perils of outsourcing beloved intellectual properties to inexperienced developers. I think I've made it very clear that this is the absolute worst game of all time. I've never played a single game that was worse than this. Why would Santa give it to me? He gave me a York. Thank you, Santa! Well, that's all the time I got for you guys today on Retro Rewind. Stay safe, stay warm, stay watching, and stay retro. We'll catch you guys in the next level. I'm gonna go eat a York!